In this video, we're going to be talking about simplifying algebraic expressions. But before we actually put x's and y's in things, let's just talk about how do we know that we can add things. In what I have written here, I say, how is it that we can add 2 and 5? Well, when you first started learning how to add numbers, we didn't add in the abstract. We had to have something concrete that we could look at, that we could touch, that we could put together and see those things. So we would start out and say, okay, I have maybe 2 hearts. And if I add 5 to that, then I could go through and count it up and see how many hearts that I had. Well, that is algebraic thinking. We just don't realize it because it's using numbers. Could we put other things together also? What if we had a triangle and a triangle and another triangle? Would you say that we have 3 triangles? Absolutely. Or what if we had a kite and another kite? Wouldn't we put that together and say now we have 2 kites? Absolutely. But what about a triangle and a kite? We can't put this together and say it's 2 triangles or 2 kites because these are different types of items. Right? We just don't have any idea what that would be. In order to be able to group items together, they have to be of the same type. We can say we have 3 triangles because they're all the same, so we can group them all together under one label. This is called combining like terms. It's extremely important in algebra, and you're going to be doing it every day from here on out. The only way that you can put things together are if they are the same type of item. So let's look at this very first example. Here we have something that says simplify 3x plus 5x. Well, we have x's, 3 of them and 5 of them. If we were to put that together, we can say we have 8 of those x's. I can combine those as long as the variable is the same. Just like we were saying we have 3 x-rays and 5 x-rays. Altogether we have 8 x-rays. In the next example we have 5b minus 8b minus b. Well, just because we're putting together 3 items doesn't mean that it's any different. As long as those variables are all the exact same thing, then we can use our rules to combine like terms, which is what this is called. Let's look at them 2 at a time, because remember, we can only combine things 2 at a time. So we have 5b minus 8b. Well, you just think about it as, 5 minus 8. And these are going to be balloons, anything you want. We're just going to combine them. Well, our rules for adding and subtracting positive and negative numbers tell us that if we have a 5 and a negative 8, that we would subtract and keep the sign of the largest number. So 5b minus 8b would be negative 3b. Now we have not used that minus b, so we're going to drop it down, and now we're going to continue on. Because these b's are the exact same, we can combine these. Now, just because this doesn't have a number in front of it, it's an understood one. If I say I have a balloon, we automatically assume that I have one balloon. We don't have to say I have one balloon. And if I had 2 balloons, I would have to say I've got 2 balloons in order for you to know how many I had. But we can combine these numbers now. Negative 3 of those minus 1 of those would be negative 4 of those.